Dear students of class 9, the topic that we are going to see today is the Russian Revolution. हामीले यो chapter को first topic मा, the first two videos मा we discussed about the liberals, the radicals and the conservative ideas or the groups that were emerged in Europe. Okay, then we also discussed about the idea of socialism and how socialism as a new idea was emerging in Europe, and the socialists, in fact, they were trying to form the government in many countries. Tara, the socialists had not become very successful. Okay, socialist kainहरु पनि government form गर्नुमा successful भएको थिएन. So now आजको topic छ the Russian Revolution. Why हामीले Russian Revolution र socialism सँगै पढ्छ? Why do we take these topics together? Is because if you see, socialism we can say is the a foundation to the Russian Revolution. The idea of socialism ले गर्दाखेरि नै we saw the revolution that took place, and the revolution ले गर्दाखेरि monarchy देखि Russia changed into another form of government. The monarch, त्यहाँको जुन चाहिँ king छ, his rule came to an end because of the Russian Revolution. So that is what we will be reading today. So हामीले revolution पढ्नु भन्दा अगाडि we must understand about the background, okay, the social background or the economic background of Russia. Now, if we look at this map, you can see all this red portion, right? So this red portion is highlighting the Russian Empire. Okay, so you can easily make out that Russian Empire was a very huge empire. It was very vast too. Okay, and आजको mapसँग compare गरे भने, okay, I'll just show you the a world map that we use today. We can see the Russia here, right? It's far more सानो भएको छ नि. So all these areas that you see here, right? Finland भयो, okay, this is an independent country today. Estonia भयो, Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine भयो, Armenia भयो. Okay, and all these Kazakhstan जुन चाहिँ छ है, so these were all once a part of the Russian Empire. Okay, but today these countries are not under Russia. They are all independent countries. So the Russia that the Russian Empire जुन चाहिँ हामीले before 1914 जुन चाहिँ Russian Empire थियो, it was a very big empire. Now this Russian Empire was ruled by autocratic ruler. His name was Nicholas II. Okay, so Tsar Nicholas II. Now Tsar भनेको चाहिँ in Russian language, Tsar भनेको चाहिँ we are referring to the king. Okay, so Tsar Nicholas II ले चाहिँ Russian Empire लाई के गर्थ्यो, rule गर्थ्यो, which was a very vast empire. Okay, and in this Russian Empire there were people, different kind of people, okay, people following different kind of religions, they were a part of this vast Russian Empire. Okay, तर त्यहाँनिर majority जुन चाहिँ religion थियो, okay, that means majority of the people in Russia, they were Russian Orthodox Christians. Alright, so ज्यादातर मान्छे चाहिँ यो Russian Empire मा they used to follow Christianity, okay, and they were like Orthodox Christians. Alright, but apart from them, the Russian population also included other religious groups such as the Catholics, the Protestants, Muslims, and even the Buddhists. Okay, so they were also a part of the Russian population in the Russian Empire. Okay, now let's talk about the economy and society of Russia. Now, if you see, most of the people in Russia, they survived on agriculture. Okay, that means agriculture was the main source of income. Okay, 85% of the population, they earned their livelihood from agriculture. Okay, so cultivators they used to produce for the market and also for their own needs. Okay, so उनीहरूले आफूले खानु मात्रै हैन, तर they whatever they produce, they also used to sell it in the market. In fact, if you see, Russia during that time was like one of the major exporter of grain. Okay, it used to export grains to other countries. Now, there were also industries. Okay, industrial revolution त्यति बेला आइसकेको थियो. Okay, but compared to other countries in Europe, industries in Russia, they were located only in small pockets, okay, small, एक दुईवटा प्लेसेसमा मात्रै इन्डस्ट्रिजहरू सुरु भएको थियो, particularly in St. Petersburg and Moscow. Okay, Moscow, as you know, is the capital of Russia today. All right, so St. Petersburg र Moscow, यो दुईटा प्लेसेसमा मात्रै इन्डस्ट्रिजहरू थियो. Okay, and apart from goods being manufactured in industries, okay, craftsmen, okay, the traditional craftsmen पनि handicrafts goods के गर्थ्यो, produce गर्थ्यो. All right, 1890s मा many factories they were set up. Okay, र त्यति बेला 1890s देखि यता चाहिँ foreign investment पनि increase भयो. That means बाहिर अरु countriesहरुले पनि रसियामा invest गर्नु थाल्यो. So they began setting up industries or factories in Russia. Okay, so foreign investment पनि increase भयो after 1890s. Okay, another important thing is that the railway networks started to expand. Okay, railways लाइन्सहरु पनि के हुँदै गयो, एक्सपेन्सन हुँदै गयो. रेलवेजको एक्सपेन्सनले गर्दाखेरि इन्डस्ट्रिजलाई बुम हुनुमा बढ्नुमा इट रियली हेल्प्ड इन मेनी वेज. Okay, after the coming of the railways, what we see is that the industrial production slowly started to increase in Russia. Okay, जुन चाहिँ coal production छ Russia, the coal production के भयो, double भयो. Okay, the production of coal doubled. Okay, in the same manner, iron and steel को production पनि 4 times, quadrupled भनेको 4 times ज्यादा production हुनु थाल्यो. Okay, after the coming up of the railways. All right, so why particularly railways आएपछि चाहिँ छिटो development हुन्छ या छिटो industries हरु आउँछ. The reason is because railway is one of the mode of transportation through which हामीले bulk मा materials like goods like के गर्नु सक्छ, transport गर्नु सक्छ नि easily. All right, so that's why after the coming up or after the expansion of the railways, we see that the production, the coal production and the iron and steel production it became more and more. Okay, coal production double भयो and iron and steel production it 4 times ज्यादा बढेर गयो. Okay, but most of these industries that were set up, these industries mostly belonged to the private individuals. Okay, that means it was a private property of individuals. Okay, it was not owned by the government, but mostly your industries are individuals ने run गर्थे. Okay, people who were very very rich, they owned these industries. Okay, government they used to supervise these industries. Okay, government ले यो industries, private industries हरुलाई supervise गर्थ्यो. Okay, उनीहरुलाई rules हरु दिएको थियो. Okay, orders हरु गर्थ्यो, उनीहरुको कामहरुलाई supervise गर्थ्यो. Okay, and mostly this was done to ensure minimum wages and limited hours of work. Okay, so that this supervision by the government was mostly done so that workers get at least minimum wages. उनीहरुले less wages नपाओस् भनेर र working hours चाहिँ ज्यादा नहोस् भनेर चाहिँ गभर्नमेन्टले नै यो प्राइभेट फ्याक्ट्रीजहरुलाई या इन्डस्ट्रिजहरुलाई सुपरवाइज गर्थ्यो. Alright, but very often these rules that were framed by the government, these private industries यो rules break गर्थ्यो. Okay, that's why what we see is that working hours it was very very long. Okay, so despite of having a rule, okay, your rules they were broken by the industrialist. Okay, working hours जुन चाहिँ छ craftsmen small workshops मा पनि working hours used to be up to 15 hours, 15 घण्टासम्म मान्छेहरुले काम गर्थ्यो. Okay, त्यसरी नै factories मा पनि people used to work for 10 to 12 hours. Alright, so although the government supervised these industries, not much regulations could be done. Okay, so unale rules and regulations banaya, but most of the time your rules and regulations were broken by the private owners. Alright, so they couldn't really regulate the wages and the time of work, okay, or the hours of work that the workers were supposed to do in the factories or the industries. Alright, so that is about the economy and the society of Russia before the revolution actually took place. Now the labor जुन चाहिँ छ जुन चाहिँ labor या त जुन चाहिँ workers हरु छ in Russia, the labor were also divided. Okay, the people who used to work in this factory, they were also divided, division थियो. Okay, so mostly they were divided into social groups. Hey, some of these workers जो villages around थियो, they had a separate group. Okay, some who came from cities, they had a separate group. Okay, and mostly this labor को division was on the basis of the skill. Okay, कसले कस्तो खालके काम गर्छ, okay, या कस्तो खालके काम गर्नु जान्छ. On that basis, the workers were also divided. The labors were also divided. Okay, for example, the metal workers जुन चाहिँ छ, okay, जो चाहिँ metal workers छ, iron and steel इन्डस्ट्रिजहरुमा काम गर्ने, okay, metal को काम गर्ने जुन चाहिँ workersहरु छ, they considered themselves as aristocrats among the other workers. That means working class मा चाहिँ workersहरुको बीचमा चाहिँ these metal workers जो छ especially उनीहरुले आफैलाई चाहिँ अलिक ठुलो अलिक हाई लेभलको मान्थ्यो. ओके, बिकज मेटल वर्कर्सहरु चाहिँ अलिकति हाईली स्किल्ड हुन्थ्यो. अलराइट, सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि दे युज टु कन्सिडर देमसेल्फ एज बेटर or of higher standard than the other workers. Okay, so women also factories they used to go and work. 31% of the factory labor, okay, it comprised of the women. Okay, so factories 31% women or pani kaam garte. Okay, but of course the women workers, they were paid far lesser than the male workers. Okay, and not only this, division was also seen in the way the laborers dressed themselves and in their ways and their manners. Unako behavior, unako manners, from their dressing style. So division was seen in that ways also. Okay, some workers uniforms so त्यसले गर्दाखेरि वर्कर्सहरुको बीचमा पनि के थियो, division थियो. So that means all the workers or all the laborers, they were not the same. There was a division of labor that existed there in the Russian society. So workers associations were there. Okay, so associations form भएको थियो, workers associations form गरेको थियो. Mainly this association used to help members in the times of unemployment. Okay, so association को main role के थियो, एकअर्कालाई help गर्नु. Okay, especially unemployment को times मा चाहिँ this association used to help the workers, all right, in times of crisis or in times of unemployment. Okay, so there was a lot of unemployment because the population was very, very high. Okay, so despite of the factories coming up, Russia ma unemployment was there. Okay, र these जुन चाहिँ वर्कर्सहरुले यो लेबर्सहरुले जुन चाहिँ एसोसिएसन बनाएको थियो, these associationहरु चाहिँ उनीहरुले स्पेशली सेटअप गरेको थियो so that they could help each other in times of such kind of crisis. All right, and we know that there was division, workersहरुको बीचमा division थियो, but whenever there was a strike, okay, or whenever there was a call for unity, त्यतिबेला the workers were united in their strikes. Okay, so okay, just the metal workers, they used to consider themselves better than the other workers. All right, उनीहरुको ड्रेसेस देखि लिएर उनीहरु अब टाउन्स बाट आउने, सिटीज बाट आउने, स्मल विलेजेस बाट आउने वर्कर्सहरु, they were all divided. Okay, but when it came to the strikes, okay, whenever it came to conducting strikes or raising their demands, okay, against the employers, okay, these workers, they used to come together. Okay, so strikes it was very, very common, especially textile industries, that is between 1896 to 1897. Strikes gari conduct garthyo yo workers, and even in the metal industries, okay, especially during 1902. Okay, so yo years in this industries, especially textile industries and metal industries, these workers used to constantly call for a strike. Okay, raising their demands or disagreeing with the employers if there was a need. Other than the workers, we know that the Russian population also consisted of the peasants. Okay, agriculturalists धेरै थियो हैन. So there were also peasants in the Russian population. Let's talk about the peasants now. Okay, so the peasants in Russia, now जुन चाहिँ peasants Russia मा, we can say that these peasants in Russia were very different from the peasants that were there in other parts of Europe. Okay, जस्तै France को जुन चाहिँ peasants छ र Russia को peasants जुन चाहिँ छ, there was a lot of difference between these. Okay, now जुन चाहिँ Russia को peasants हरु छ, the socialist, they used to consider them as a natural socialist. Okay, जुन चाहिँ peasants in Russia छ, they were considered as a natural socialist. उनीहरु चाहिँ by nature, उनीहरु socialist ideas चाहिँ उनीहरुले पहिलादेखि नै के गरिरहेको छ, follow गरिरहेको छ, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay, because जुन चाहिँ peasants छ in Russia, they used to work together. Okay, उनीहरुले fields हरुमा they used to work together. Okay, they used to produce together, and whatever profit they had, उनीहरूले त्यो प्रफिटलाई के गर्थ्यो बराबर डिभाइड गर्थ्यो डिपेन्डिङ अपन द निड अफ द फ्यामिली ओके सो प्रफिट लाई चाहिँ वी अल्सो कल इट कम्युन अर मिर ओके इट क्यान बी अ 1 मार्क्स क्वेसन कम्युन अर मिर भनेको चाहिँ द प्रफिट द्याट द पेजेन्ट्स अर्न्ड बाई वर्किङ टुगेदर द्याट इज कल्ड द कम्युन अर द मिर alright so because of this practice okay so peasants in Russia ले पहिल्यैदेखि नै के गर्दै थियो they used to work together they used to share their work they used to produce together and they used to divide the profit according to the work they have done or according to the need of the family so त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ रसियन पेजेन्ट्सहरु छ उनीहरु चाहिँ नेचुरली उनीहरु चाहिँ के हो सोशलिस्ट हो ओके भनेर चाहिँ that is what it was said now most of these peasants that were in Russia okay they were landless okay किनभने land mostly belonged to the king the church or the nobility okay so प्राय जस्तो जुन चाहिँ land छ it belonged to the king or the church or the nobility the king's ministers okay so the peasants were landless okay many of the peasants were landless so like the workers the peasants were also divided they were deeply religious okay but they disrespected the nobility okay so peasants are एकदमै they were religious group but then उनीहरुले nobility okay nobles हरुलाई चाहिँ एकदमै के गर्थिन respect गर्थिन alright because these nobles हरु चाहिँ के थियो भन्दाखेरि they had possessed a lot of land okay because they were very close to the king है the nobles हरु चाहिँ एकदमै close connection king सँग भएकोले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ they possessed most of the land okay र peasants हरु चाहिँ के थियो they were landless so they used to work on the fields of the nobles alright so this peasants जुन चाहिँ छ उनीहरुको डिमान्ड चाहिँ के थियो भन्दाखेरि जुन चाहिँ यो ल्यान्ड नोबल्स को छ this land should be given to them okay and they refused to pay rents they murdered the landlords okay so these Russian peasants that is why I'm saying that they are different from the peasants in rest of Europe okay in fact 1902 ma southern part of Russia ma this was very very common okay the peasants used to murder the landlords and in 1905 these murders were common all over Russia now socialism in Russia okay so how did this idea of socialism spread in Russia now before 1914 if you see the Tsar King Nicholas II he had put a ban on all the political parties okay so political parties they were considered illegal in Russia that means कसैले political parties form गर्नु पाउँदैन the king had all the absolute power that means all the power was in the hand of the king alright but despite of this your rule hunda pani the socialist people in Russia they formed or they founded a new party that was called the Russian Social Democratic Workers Party in 1898 alright so जुन चाहिँ socialistहरु छ okay the people who believed in socialism okay in Russia these people formed the Russian Social Democratic Workers Party in 1898 okay because there was no permission to form this political party they had to operate illegally right it was an illegal party र उनीहरुले लुकेर नै के गर्नु पर्थ्यो फंक्सन गर्नु पर्थ्यो so it set up newspaper it mobilized the workers and organized strike so यो जुन चाहिँ social democratic workers party छ workers हरुले workers हरु चाहिँ यसको के थियो मेन मेम्बर्स हरु थिए नि alright so उनीहरुले के गर्यो workers हरुलाई mobilize गर्यो all over Russia को workers हरु they were brought together and they were organized in strikes alright now some Russian socialists they were of the opinion that peasants जुन चाहिँ छ the peasant groups in Russia okay the peasant population in Russia they should be the main force in the revolution okay that means Russian revolution मा चाहिँ main force चाहिँ workers हैन okay तर peasants हुनुपर्छ that means revolution चाहिँ गर्नु छ भने workers ले हैन तर peasants ले चाहिँ revolution Russia मा ल्यायो भने चाहिँ it can be successful भनेर चाहिँ some socialist हरुको चाहिँ त्यो opinion थियो okay so the socialist people also they were divided okay so one was there who supported the workers the other socialists they are supporting whom peasants okay these socialists हरुले भन्दैछ नि peasants हरु चाहिँ के हो natural socialist हो उनीहरु socialism को आइडिया चाहिँ पहिल्यैदेखि नै के गरिरहेछ फलो गरिरहेछ so peasants हरुले चाहिँ यदि revolution गर्यो भने it will be very very successful भनेर चाहिँ some socialist हरुले चाहिँ that was their ओपिनियन ओके र दिस ग्रुप अफ सोशलिस्ट जसले चाहिँ पेजेन्ट्सलाई सपोर्ट गर्यो दे अल्सो फर्मड अ पार्टी एन्ड दिस वाज कल्ड द सोशलिस्ट रेभोल्युसनरी पार्टी okay and it was formed in the year 1900 all right so duita political parties formed bhayo one is the workers party and the other one is the revolutionary party okay so democratic workers party ko chai main force ko cha workers haru okay र socialist revolutionary party ko main force ko cha peasants haru all right so this socialist revolutionary party which was formed in 1900 because you know peasants or like you know peasants or isko main members थियो so mostly this revolutionary party they struggled for the rights of the peasants okay peasants को rights को लागि उनीहरुले के गरे fight गरे okay they demanded that जति पनि nobles को land छ that should be given to the peasants okay now the Democratic Workers Party they disagreed with the Social Revolutionary Party so दुईटै party को बीचमा there is a lot of difference okay so Democratic Workers Party ले चाहिँ workers ले चाहिँ revolution गर्नुपर्छ भन्दैछ त Revolutionary Party ले चाहिँ peasants ले revolution गर्नुपर्छ है peasants should be the main force because they are natural socialist भनेर भन्दैछ so there was a disagreement between these two parties now both these parties they were functioning or they were formed illegally okay illegally form भएको पार्टी थियो किनभने त्यतिबेला जार निकोलस II ले political parties form गर्ने permission दिएको थिएन all right but despite of this rule you know these parties were formed okay so दुईटा main party चाहिँ one is socialist revolutionary party कोले फर्म गरेको यो चाहिँ सोशलिस्ट जसले चाहिँ पेजेन्ट्सलाई के गर्दैछ सपोर्ट गर्दैछ okay the other party is Democratic Workers Party this is also formed by the socialists तर यो सोशलिस्टले चाहिँ कोलाई सपोर्ट गर्दैछ वर्कर्सलाई सपोर्ट गर्दैछ okay so Vladimir Lenin an important leader emerged during this time so Lenin you will later see that you know he was a main force a main leader जसले चाहिँ Russian Revolution मा you know lead गर्यो okay the main force so Vladimir Lenin को opinion चाहिँ के थियो भन्दाखेरि peasants were not one united group okay so Vladimir Lenin चाहिँ he was obviously the supporter of which party Social Democratic Workers Party okay he believed that workers ले चाहिँ revolution गर्न सक्छ so Vladimir felt that you know peasants हरु चाहिँ united छैन okay किन united छैन भन्दाखेरि all the peasants are not the same okay some were poor others were rich some worked as laborer while others were capitalist okay so because of this difference in the peasants community so peasants हरु पनि कोही धनी छ कोही you know poor छ कोहीले अर्काको you know field मा काम गर्छ कोही चाहिँ आफै नै के छ you know they have their own fields okay उनीहरु आफै नै के छ मालिक छ alright so because peasants हरुको बीचमा you know uniformity छैन हैन सबैजना बराबर छैन they cannot form one united group okay and they cannot be a part of socialist movement भनेर चाहिँ that is what Lenin felt okay now Lenin को जुन चाहिँ view छ it was very different okay so he also said that you know जुन चाहिँ czarist you know society मा okay czarist Russia मा okay that means the society of Russia जब czarले rule गर्दै थियो okay this czar rule was very repressive okay र यस्तो खालको repressive rule मा चाहिँ you know survive गर्नको लागि यो repressive rule लाई fight गर्नको लागि चाहिँ the political party चाहिँ के हुनुपर्छ it should be very disciplined is party को members हरु disciplined हुनु पर्यो okay and the number and the quality of members in the party that should also be controlled so that was the opinion of Vladimir Lenin okay that means political party मा पनि सबै जनालाई you know allowed गर्नु हुँदैन okay the members जुन चाहिँ छ the member of a political party okay the member of the workers जुन चाहिँ party छ त्यो चाहिँ के हुनुपर्छ it should be restricted है कम्ती हुनुपर्छ तर राम्रो क्वालिटी को हुनुपर्छ okay strong हुनुपर्छ that was the opinion of Vladimir Lenin okay र Vladimir Lenin को this opinion ले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ what we see is that the Social Democratic Workers Party was also divided into two groups that means workers party जुन चाहिँ छ त्यो पनि दुईटा ग्रुपमा छुट्यो okay so one group was called Bolshevik and the other group was called Menshevik so Bolsheviks and Mensheviks they were both workers party that means यो दुईटा पार्टीमा workers members थियो okay यो दुईटा पार्टीको members हरु चाहिँ को थियो workers हरु थियो okay supporters हरु चाहिँ workers थियो alright तर उनीहरूको जुन चाहिँ अर्गनाइजेसनमा चाहिँ के थियो, उनीहरूको प्लानिङमा चाहिँ के थियो, डिफरेन्स थियो। अलराइट, सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ वर्कर्स पार्टी के भयो, दुईटा ग्रुपमा के भयो, डिभाइड भयो। सो वान ग्रुप बोल्सेविक्स जुन चाहिँ छ द्याट वाज लेड बाई लेनिन। ओके, सो लेनिनले, भ्लादिमिर लेनिनले बोल्सेविक ग्रुपलाई के गर्यो, लिड गर्यो। ओके, र उसको विचार चाहिँ के थियो, वी हेभ रेड इट अलरेडी। ही बिलिभड इन टाइट नेट ग्रुप अफ रेभोल्युसनरी, द्याट मिन्स रेभोल्युसनरिजहरू चाहिँ दे हेभ टु बी क्लोज, उनीहरूको क्वालिटी एकदमै के हुनुपर्छ, राम्रो हुनुपर्छ। द्याट मिन्स दे सुड बी स्ट्रङ इन वाट दे वान्ट। ओके, एन्ड उनीहरूको जुन चाहिँ नम्बर छ यो पार्टीमा, द्याट सुड अल्सो बी रेस्ट्रिक्टेड, कन्ट्रोल्ड हुनुपर्छ है। उनीहरूलाई ज्यादा मेम्बर चाहिएको थिएन, उनीहरूलाई कस्तो मेम्बर चाहिएको थियो, क्वालिटी मेम्बर चाहिएको थियो। अलराइट, सो द्याट इज वाट the Bolshevik party was about. Okay, the Bolshevik groups that was led by Lenin was. Now the next group was Mensheviks. So the Menshevik group, the Menshevik Workers Party, Menshevik was also a worker party. यो पनि workers party को नै division हो नि. Alright, र यो जुन चाहिँ Menshevik groups of workers जुन चाहिँ छ, this was led by Julius Martov. Okay, and this party believed that everyone who is willing to join this party, they should be welcomed. Okay, so Menshevik party मा चाहिँ जसलाई इन्ट्रेस्टेड छ उनीहरूले के गर्न सक्थ्यो, मेन्सेभिक पार्टीको मेम्बर हुनु सक्थ्यो। तर बोल्सेविक पार्टीमा चाहिँ खालि जो चाहिँ एकदमै स्ट्रङ या जो चाहिँ क्वालिटेटिभ छ त्यसलाई मात्रै के गर्थ्यो, वेलकम गर्थ्यो। अलराइट, सो द्याट वाज द मेजर डिफरेन्स बिट्विन द बोल्सेविक्स एन्ड द मेन्सेभिक्स। अलराइट, तर यो दुईटै नै के हो, दे वर वर्कर्स पार्टी। ओके, सोशल डेमोक्रेटिक वर्कर्स पार्टीको नै के हो, डिभिजनलाई चाहिँ वी कल इट, one division is called Bolshevik and the other division is called Menshevik. So I hope this is clear to you.